if you don't get integration right, the deal value is threatened.
Absolutely.
It's threatened because, I mean, like the reason why you acquire a company is because you want it to work for you in every single aspect. I mean, you want to bring the expertise, you want to be able to, offer, more services, grow faster, etc. So if none of that is achievable because the people involved are not bought in, because they are not encouraged and motivated, by the fact that they are now part of this, bigger entity, then the return on investment might not be there. So, I mean, to get that right is not just, it's not just a philanthropic thing to do. I mean, it's a business, it's a business responsibility, to get it right.
Yeah, I think lots of deals are predicated on certain synergies being achieved, but the actual achievement of those synergies might not be apparent or relevant until you cross that line in the post-deal phase. So, what you receive pre-deal is probably only about 50% of the truth, and that's not saying anyone's being dishonest. What it's saying is that that's all that gets disclosed, because you can't disclose much more beyond that. And so there has to be a period of discovery post-deal where you work out the best way to go to refine your plan to realize those synergies. And so one of the biggest synergies we were going to do was, straight away, there was a whole backlog of work to localize, and we built a team around that and got going on that. And that was delivering business benefit to Look Fantastic, MyProtein, and the other brands. But the other bit about integration of process was just as important, because if you start to mess with the process to the point where it makes sense to us, but it doesn't make sense to the project managers, or doesn't make sense to the linguists, then you erode that goodwill. And you erode that goodwill, then that sort of relationship gets fractured, and it creates friction, and friction reduces your momentum. As a business, needs to be building momentum all the time. And I know, hand on my heart, there is so much that we still yet to get right 4 years on. It's about internal processes that make sense across a business of 10,000 people, just don't make sense in a language service provider. And I'm forever in debt and gratitude to the patience and goodwill of the wonderful people that work for Fluently. I always am, and the professionalism they